Why, hello there, chat. I apologize for being late. I was just checking the news because a lot of interesting things are happening. Uh, we are noticing that indeed culture is changing. The mainstream media is absolutely livid. They tried to bottle up a story for more than a week now. And seeing that, okay, well, everyone is talking about the story, you can't bottle it up, there's no more point in censoring it. They're basically writing some of the most bizarre headlines that the world has ever seen. And so let me see if I can give you an example, because they're just completely baffling. Usually, like, if the roles were reversed, right, if the races were swapped, you would you would definitely see, like, a white man, racist, racism, the systemic systems of America has led to this. But because the colors of the skin don't align, you have headlines like CNN, for instance, which I believe has written like the most psychotic title that I have ever seen. Look for yourself. It says, how the lives of a Ukrainian refugee and Charlotte man with a criminal history converged. It's almost like, no, seriously, if you read it up until here, it almost like tries to say that they were like some lovers at the moonlight. You know, like how their destinies were intertwined by faith. It's like fucking disgusting, man, you know? Again, if there was any other situation, they'd be like, racism, summon the anti-racists. Assemble the anti-racists, censor social media a little bit more. Government, pay more money to anti-racist policy. USAID, invoke the USAID, right? Like, that's pretty much how they would have responded, wasn't they, you know? More money to Black Lives Matter, more money, more. It's interesting. What? Shut up, V. No one. USA. It's a little bit it's a little bit weird to see that. This is like the night and day difference from the same publications. Anyway, how have you been doing, chat? I'm trying to get chat on stream. Give me a second. I want to see if I can. Weird to see that. All right. YouTube is very slow today. I don't know what's happening, but there's a lot of lag, so it's taking a while to load. Oh, there we go. Now I have the chat. Now I can finally see what you're saying. I apologize for that. Yeah. So we got bipedal species in the chat. Welcome to the show. Yeah, it is real. That's an actual CNN headline. It's true. Been laughing at quarterings, never-ending diarrhea. Like, what is happening? Like, is the quartering suffering a bowel movement? People claim that they did replies on YouTube and they didn't pop up. Listen, I don't ban any comment. This is like what irritates me when YouTube does stuff that I don't consent, and then people blame me for it. So, one example is now that YouTube is using AI in shorts, and there's a lot of people that genuinely hate AI. Like, they can't stand AI, right? And so, like, if they see a content creator using AI, they just unsubscribe, which, you know, is fair. Like, I'm not casting moral judgments, but, like, imagine uploading your own shorts, and you do them yourself, and then YouTube comes in, and it uses AI to enhance them, and you don't know about that, but, like, your people see your shorts, and they think, oh, this is AI generated, and they unsubscribe from you, right? The same principle applies to my channel. YouTube is banning a lot of comments and a lot of stuff people are posting, and people blame me for it. They thinking like, oh, V, you're banning my comments, I'm unsubscribing. I don't ban a single comment. I never have. Zlixian Doppelganger, thank you for the $2, which is probably, you know, going to try to get me off the platform, like trying to see if censorship is still a thing, like Caucasians need to react like I can't say that. There's bots, Lixian. They're always watching. They're always waiting to see what I say. And I can't tell YouTube it's like, well, I was reading a $2 super chat, right? I'm sorry. Sorry, it is what it is. To be fair, no. Like, apparently Caucasians aren't acting like that. They're acting in a different way, which I think is also powerful. Powerful. This is the word that left like to use. And I'm saying that it's powerful because they're protesting without burning down cities, right? So, like, you notice protests, unlike BLM. Let me see if I can find it. But basically, there's a lot of rich people, like, for instance, Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, which are saying, look, if you draw a mural of the victim, right? If you draw a mural of Irina, then you get paid. And so you have this gentleman saying he is offering $500,000 in $10,000 grants to paint murals of the face of Irina in prominent U.S. city locations, right? So, like, if you have artistic talent, that you have permission, then painting her is going to grant you $10,000. And here you have Elon Musk saying that he's going to contribute $1 million to that. And Andrew Tate is also going to match Elon Musk with another $1 million. And so now you have, like, these very beautiful murals that are appearing in a lot of places in U.S. city. And I think, like, this is a more interesting way of protesting and much more visible than terrorizing innocent people. I never understood, like, Black Lives Matter, right? Like, you got your own business, you know, you're selling shit in a black neighborhood, like, you're a part of the community, you're hiring some people to work there, and then some schmucks, some Antifa burn down your store. Like, you didn't do nothing, you're not the police, you're not guilty of anything, you just had the business, like, providing to your community, probably a small mom and pop store that's already crushed by big corporations, and you get your business vandalized. So this time the protest is a little bit different. You get to see beautiful murals everywhere. Also talking about the victim, which again, you know, it's kind of rare because usually people don't talk about the victim, they talk about politics. Charlie Kirk shot. Go check X. Okay, this is interesting if it happened. Let me check X. So Charlie Kirk shot. Charlie Kirk has been shot. Jesus Christ.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Oh my god, I think okay, I can't show it on YouTube. But holy shit. Yeah, he seems to have been shot in the chest. Yeah, I think, like, he may not make it. Jesus, this is just happening, right? Wow. Man detained. So it looks like an elderly Caucasian gentleman that did the shooting. He said, I have the right to remain silent. Man detained at Utah. Say it's the man who shot Charlie Kirk. Apparently, it looks like a leftist boomer which did it. This is something that I wish I would have known before going on the stream, because it's very emotional, like, seeing the whole thing. It's holy crap. Eric Daugherty says, every American should be absolutely furious right now. Charlie Kirk has never once encouraged violence against any political group. And he was just shot, never advocated for anything except peace. Absolute outrage. Let's see if there's any information from... So, 10 minutes ago, shots fired at the Charlie Kirk event in Utah. Unconfirmed witness accounts claim that the right-wing political activist had been wounded as he was preparing to speak. I mean, from the picture, again, I can't show it on YouTube, but it looks like he lost conscience, like he was shot directly in the chest. Again, you guys can actually go on Twitter and see the whole thing right now. It's probably pretty viral. Trying to find a place where I can read it that doesn't require me to pay for a subscription. So a single shot was fired at social media influencer Charlie Kirk's event at Utah. On Wednesday, Utah Valley University sent out an alert to its students confirming that a single shot was fired, confirmed that the visiting speaker was hit. I'm devastated to learn that Charlie Kirk was shot during the event. We condemn the senseless act of violence playing for him. Mike Lee says that he is tracking the situation. This is insane, you know, like going to a university to have a speech where apparently like America's brightest star, you know, like the future of the nation, the children that are learning how to be doctors, scientists, and politicians, and apparently if you have a speech over there, you can end up getting shot. That's insane. Wasn't he mentioned in the recent interview regarding the stab? No, I'm just hearing about it. That's awful. The Newsweek story just vanished. I'm not aware. Did Newsweek write about Charlie Kirk? Like this just happened, okay? So I didn't even have time to look into it. I'm seeing a footage from Fox News. And it says that, hold on, give me a second, I'll put it on screen actually. It says, political activist believed shot. I mean, it's not like believed, you get to see the actual footage, which, okay, fine, like maybe in 2025 you have AI, but I don't think that's the case because it's trending. A suspect is in custody after political activist Charlie Kirk was believed to have been shot during the speaking appearance at Utah. The school official says that the gunshots were fired from the top of the Luce Center on campus, which is approximately 200 yards from where he was speaking. The shooting occurred about 20 minutes into his speech, and people don't know about his condition. From what I've seen, it looks pretty bad. Like getting shot into the chest, the front like that, it looks pretty bad. But apparently, like, he's in a hospital, so we'll hear about it. It's kind of weird, like, Charlie Kirk isn't even that extremist, right? Like, he just has, like, normal right-wing takes. He doesn't have any extremist views. Jesus. Yeah, there's a video. Like, you can see it on Twitter. It's a 10 seconds clip. It's pretty gruesome. Austin Coleman says he's dead. Is it confirmed? Like looking at the way that he was shot, I wouldn't be surprised, but no, I don't. It doesn't look like his neck. I think like the impact just pushed his head backwards. I think it's pretty clear that's in the chest. Acceleration? No. I don't believe in that philosophy. But, yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to piss off right-wingers right now, especially after the previous event, like, if you're doing this, yeah, this is pretty much, like, you gotta be an absolute moron, you know, besides the fact that the person is a criminal and, horrible human being. It's like from a practical utilitarian point, like if you want to push, you know, leftist ideology, this is the absolute worst way to do it. They will go after all soft targets and the ones who show themselves to be harmless. I genuinely don't know what happened. Like, apparently, the person is a leftist, you know, like an elderly gentleman, right? Because, like, if he was a young right-winger, you could say, okay, well, maybe he's, like, an extremist or a mentally ill person or something like that. This looked, like, again, if I'm stereotyping, why am I always so right? This looked like to be, like, a very ideologically inclined elderly gentleman. Probably, like, a boomer communist or something like that. Yeah, it's also so weird. It's like, why would you want to go after Charlie Kirk out of all people? Like he is a lot more milquetoast than other speakers, right? The guy looked like Tim Walz. I'm a veteran of OIF OIF, OAF, and no, you don't want acceleration. The problem with acceleration, I'll tell you what the problem with acceleration is, right? Because like I see a lot of people in the West believing in this ideology. There's not a single person in Eastern Europe that believes in accelerationism. So like the idea of accelerationism is that things go so bad that people finally realize that they don't want to live like that and they do the right thing. That's the idea, right? So if things go bad gradually, like why don't we just make them worse now? So we accelerate the process, and then when people are noticing, okay, this is really bad, we're going to stop living like this. That's it. Okay. The reason it doesn't work is that I have seen accelerationism to 11, and people still want to live like that. So like in the Soviet Union, things were pretty grim, and people were still fine with that. So this is why accelerationism doesn't work, because you accelerate, and what happens, which, again, like, chances are, it's probably what's going to happen, people want to live with the acceleration. Like, they're absolutely fine where they're at. Like, when you see a lady from Chicago getting carjacked, and she's basically saying that, yeah, you know what, I enjoy, like I don't want Trump's red hats to come here, I don't want fascism, like, this is okay, this is fine. So, like, from her, it's already accelerated. Like, she already got carjacked, right? Like, how much more accelerated can she get? And she's basically saying, during the acceleration, no, this is good. Like, this is fine, right? And so, this is why accelerationism doesn't work, because, like, you can end up with people actually enjoying it, and so your idea that, oh, it gets really bad, and people will fight up, and they will rise against it, doesn't always hold. There's footage of blood pouring out of him. I mean, of course there's footage of blood pouring out of him. He got shot. The problem with acceleration is that it does not work. People adapt. And at the worst, they just blame the accelerationist. Correct. Again, like, I'm saying this based on Eastern Europe. Like, I have seen acceleration happen here. And exactly what you've described. People blame the accelerationist, and it just doesn't stop. Yeah, I saw that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. It's really messed up. I've never followed Charlie Kirk. Like, I know he was part of Turning Point USA, and I listened to him, and it seemed to be like milquetoast conservative viewpoints. Like, it didn't seem like he's an extremist or anything like that. It wasn't like he had an extreme charismatic personality either. You know, like he wasn't entertaining to watch or had a cult of personality like Andrew Tate has. It's like, no, he was just a right-wing commentator. So, like, I'm really shocked to see that this is happening. It was in the neck? Well, then it's even more fucked up. To be fair, though, I think... well, actually, it depends. But, like, you can still survive if you're shot in the neck. The problem is if you're shot in the heart, right? Like, that's, we might start seeing more boomers who are getting terminally ill as they age doing extremist acts because they are hippie. Fucking communists. Probably makes a fucking statement going out. The thing is, like, I know nothing about hippie ideology. It was before my time. I understand that they were all about peace and love, but I also know the reality that usually the branding, the marketing doesn't necessarily fit with what people are doing. But I've been told that hippies were actually better than social justice activists. And so, yeah. But SRC Maker, if you're new to the show, apparently Charlie Kirk got assassinated. I'm checking the media to see if he died or not. Yeah, so like 5 minutes ago, J.D. Vance says that they should say a prayer. He may be alive, right? Like if if there's no confirmation and he's still at the hospital, then it's past like because like if he's shot in the neck and they got his artery, like he would be dead. And so like if he got shot in the neck and they managed to miss any vitals, then there's two possibilities. One is more horrible than the other. First one, he can be paralyzed, okay, like for life. If they manage to hit the vertebrae, then he's going to be paralyzed neck down for life. The other one can be that they missed any vitals, and so he can make a recovery. I think he may make a recovery though. Like if they didn't shoot the vertebrae and he's still alive now, given the fact that the shooting happened more than an hour ago and they managed to get him to a hospital, either if they pronounced him dead, they didn't release that to the press, or they may actually save him. Anyway, yeah, every single mainstream media outlet is reporting this now, so we'll just have to wait and see, because there's not much to go on.
Not counting gang violence. Great.
Yeah, so he was talking about gang violence. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, he got shot in the neck. I think they missed his vertebrae, and I think they also missed his vitals. So like he probably could be fine. I mean, I hope he is, you know? Like there's strong chances that he will make it. I'm not a Christian, but I can tell you guys to pray for him. Anyway, did you just hear that 20 Russian drones flew into Poland yesterday? Yeah, the Russians are doing posturing, and they have been doing so for quite a few weeks. Yeah, the video that I saw wasn't the close one, right? So, like, the one that I saw from afar, it looked like he got shot in the chest. Like, the way he moved and stuff. They got his main artery. I think if they would have gotten his main artery, he would have been dead by now. Like, if they actually got him to the hospital, I think they missed his main artery. And you're a doctor? Well, usually to put a diagnostic, like, you actually have to be in the same room with the patient. Like, I'm trying to go after a very pixelated video. And I'm trying to use common sense, right? Like, if they got him to a hospital and it's been more than an hour and he hasn't been declared dead, then chances are they didn't actually get any of his vitals. But again, like, I could be wrong. Again, I'm watching a video. I'm not there in the room with him. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the close-up video now. Yeah, exactly what Robin Hood says. I don't understand, like, why people go like, oh my god, that you're a doctor. It's like, okay, what I learned from med school is that if you're in a car crash and your main artery gets hit, like, you get around 30 seconds to 2 minutes to patch it up, or else the patient is dead. And so, if he is actually in the hospital and it's been more than an hour, I assume they didn't get his main artery. How did the shooter even got in range? Simple. He doesn't have a security detail, right? There's no sloped roofs here. It's just the fact that he's not a politician, so he doesn't have Secret Service. Probably he doesn't even have protection. Like normally people don't expect that you go to a university in Utah, of all places, and you get shot at. Like, that's fucking wild. And especially, like, there was no build-up to this. And the guy isn't like an extremist or anything. He's not like, well, you know, holding some views that are attracting Hamas or that are attracting, like, people that are unhinged. Like, he's just a basic bitch conservative, right? Sure, you know, like, he resonates a little bit more with the young generation and, like, his views are a little bit more to the right than the average boomer. But, like, come on, this is ridiculous. Zanothium, I will give you $5 and only $5 of buyer's remorse in these troubling times. Thank you for your support. Yeah, the suspect seems to be like a Caucasian elderly gentleman. Which is pretty interesting, right? Because usually in this type of cases, like, you'd expect a young man that's an extremist. So obviously, very high chance of a liberal boomer. Now people will have more reasons to get angry and feel paranoid. I mean, look, for the last, what is it, like 6 or 7 years or so, there was a massive push from the mainstream media, from the corporations, from the politicians, to demonize right-wingers and white men. And the gaslighting was, it's like, oh, you're complaining that you're being oppressed. White men have privilege. You got all the privileges. And so whenever there was an injustice, whenever a person would say, well, hold on a bit, like I didn't get hired because I'm white, or the mainstream media is not covering this event because it's a white person. Whenever that happened, they would say, oh, white fragility, it's right. And they would constantly pump up with hatred, like just articles after articles of hatred. And I want to say something that I've noticed, which is very interesting, right? Imagine if you had, let's say, a politician that talks against immigration, and at the border, let's say, an illegal immigrant gets hurt by a border patrol. What would happen? Well, what would happen is that everyone would blame that politician. It's almost as if all victims would be responsible because the politician said that he's against immigration, right? They called it stochastic terrorism, which is a word that for some reason you don't hear anymore, right? So like stochastic terrorism, what it means is that if you have an extremist rhetoric and a big platform, eventually, like if even 0.1% of the people follow up on your extremist rhetoric, you're going to basically cause someone to shoot someone else, right? And so like you're responsible as the platform owner to not have extremist rhetoric. Like this is what the left said. And notice how the word stochastic terrorism just disappeared from the lexicon the moment that someone took a shot at Trump. Like the moment someone tried to assassinate Trump, the word stochastic terrorism disappeared. Why? Because there were so many articles that were asking literally for that. There were so many actors that were asking literally for that. There were so many content creators that were asking literally for that. Did Charlie Kirk pass away? Okay, let me check again, because the news didn't say anything. There's no update that he died. Okay. If you say that, please provide a link, because I'm looking here at CNN. And it's been updated 5 minutes ago, and it just says that Donald Trump called for prayers for Charlie Kirk. Former congressman describes Kirk shooting. Everybody hit the deck. Former Representative Jason Chaffetz, a Republican of Utah, was an eyewitness to the shooting at the Utah Valley University, describing the scene at its immediate aftermath in a phone interview. People were there, and there were a lot of them. He came out, he was throwing hats, riling up the crowd. Chaffetz said that Kirk took a first question, which he described as a religious question. The second question, he said, was about transgender shootings and mass killings. And when that happened, when the question came out, and he's going to have an interaction, one shot. I was watching Charlie. I can't say that I saw blood. I can't say that I saw him getting hit, but I did see him immediately fall backwards into his left. As soon as the shot went out, everybody hit the deck, and everybody started scattering and yelling and screaming, as you might imagine. And I went from watching Charlie Kirk to looking over to make sure our daughter and son-in-law were okay, he said. ATF and FBI are on the scene. J.D. Vance calls for prayers. Yeah, no, it's not confirmed that he passed away. Okay, so if you have any of that, please make sure that it's true before posting it in the channel. I don't think he is gonna make it, but since the gambling sites are not giving odds on this, I will give you the money instead. Prayers that he makes it. Thank you, Norgrad. I appreciate it. I hope that he makes it as well. $4.99, South Park did an episode targeting him. Well, yeah, that's the thing, like, I'm not saying that it's a problem to make fun of political people and, public spokespersons and so on and so forth. But for some reason, every time a right-winger did it, it was stochastic terrorism, and the left was allowed to do it constantly, non-stop, right? So, do you remember, like, whenever there would be a tragedy, and you'd have, like, an army of microphones at J.D. Vance, and it'd be like, do you disavow? But, like, do you disavow? J.D. Vance! J.D. Vance, there was something that happened. Do you disavow? That never happened with the left. Ever. You know? And so, here we are. And I don't think, like, it's okay to have the exact same attitude that they did, because they may have a point, you know? Like, maybe stochastic terrorism is the thing. Trump is not asking for prayers for Charlie Kirk. Hold on, let me check again, cause no, he is. Look, I'll show you in a bit. Right, so according to CNN 6 minutes ago, right, political activist and Trump ally Charlie Kirk shot. So 6 minutes ago, Trump calls for prayers. President Donald Trump is calling for prayers for conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who he confirmed had been shot. We must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who had been shot, Trump wrote. A great guy from top to bottom, God bless him. The president continued. Trump has previously praised Kirk as critical to his gains among young voters in the last year's presidential election. So see, when I say something, SRC maker, I have the evidence. If I say that Trump said something, then he did. Nachma Gluck, thank you for $5. And welcome to the show. V, should I become a criminal when I grow up? Oh my god. That is such an interesting question. Like, should I become a criminal when I grow up? Depends where you are, you know? Depends what country. Depends what type of crime. You know, do you want to pirate video games? Do you want to skim on taxes? Like you need to give me more details. Like, I can't just tell you, oh, should I become a criminal when I grow up? I don't know. It seems like this is privileged class who doesn't want to be part of an elite privileged class. Yeah, it is what it is. It's absolutely disgusting what's happening. See, like, every single time when I was young and I was reading comic books and I was reading about stuff like Gotham, I was under the impression that, like, politicians want crime to be stopped and that people want crime to go away. It's just that they're incapable of stopping it, right? Because, like, the villains are too good, they're too powerful. But then you realize that, no, it's not like that. Like, in the real world, crime can be stopped. Like, with the technology we have today, you can just make crime go away. The problem is, like, there's no political will. Like, the politician is not interested in stopping crime. And that's one of the things. And that would be bad enough. But the other part is that they're also trying to stop people defending themselves. Like, you know, even in Gotham City, like, which is, like, the worst place that fiction has created, right? Like, when I was a kid, that I would think, like, a bad city, it's like Gotham City with Batman. Even then, like, if you fought off against the Joker and you beat him, like, the government wouldn't come in to arrest you, right? Like, sure, like, the police would turn the other way when Joker does Joker stuff. When the criminals did criminal things, like, the police would look the other way. But, like, they would never send the law after you for defending yourself, right? Like, I don't think, like, I ever grew up with a story like that. That would have been wild. Imagine, you know, like, back in the golden age of comics when they needed to have, like, a clear-cut good guy, bad guy. And imagine if you had, like, a situation where a woman defends herself, right? Like, someone tries to purse snatch her, she defends herself, and then Commissioner Gordon comes in and arrests her because she used a knife or something in order to defend herself. That's where we are right now. SRC Maker just sent you a new video. I think I saw it. I can't show these things on YouTube. I don't know what the policy are, but, like, YouTube is very fickly with this type of thing. Like, unless you're CNN or Fox News, you just can't show it. No way she survives. I just found the close-up. If it's real, no way. It's so bad, V. I correct myself. I made a typo. I meant now, not. Okay. Yeah. The human body is incredibly resistant. I have seen people trapped in car crashes. I have seen lead pipes go into people in places that they shouldn't. I have seen people stabbed in the head and they survived. So, it's still possible. Like, if you haven't heard anything right now, there's a high chance that he can make it. Motocross Copper, thank you for the $5. I grew up in Orem, Utah. That college is less than 5 minutes from a hospital with first or second best trauma unit in Utah. So, you'd go into surgery fast. I hope so, and I also think, like, they have doctors on the scene. Like, if you have those types of events, and they're also large, and there was senators there, Chances are like they have a medical team. So yeah, look, it doesn't look good, right? But I think he may make it. Like I think he has chances to make it. That video I just sent you is disturbing. I don't recommend watching it. Well, if you don't recommend watching it, right, and if it's disturbing, why'd you send it to me, you sick fuck? Yeah, I think that's the one I saw. Yeah, I saw it. No, I think he can survive it. Again, like, I have seen really nasty car crashes and really nasty stab wounds. So it is possible. Zlixian Doppelganger, thank you for the $5. If the law comes after you for defending yourself, it's time to go out as a legend and reduce the police force. Yeah, but it doesn't really work like that, you know? Like, most of the time you don't even know. Like, you're sitting at your house, and you hear a knock at the door, and you open up, and it's a person saying, oh, okay, so, look, you parked the wrong way. No, sorry. I actually saw this. Like, this is a real thing, right? The person gets a knock at the door, and he opens up, and there's this lady, and says, look, I accidentally bumped into your car. Like, can you come out and check? Because, you know, I got insurance and I would feel bad. So, like, the guy goes out and he immediately gets arrested. Well, the thing is, like, he was a serial killer. But, like, the police has a way in order to make sure that you get arrested without putting any resistance. I just can't understand why God would do this. I know you don't believe in prayers, V, but I'm praying for him, even if he calls me mentally ill. No one deserves that for speaking. No, I agree. You're absolutely right. No, like the thing is, like, I'm even trying to imagine if a left-leaning person would be speaking, like if Nancy Pelosi or someone. I still wouldn't want to see that. That's fucking horrible. Apparently, just 1 minute ago, White House staffers are shaken by the Charlie Kirk shootings. White House staffers are deeply shaken after political activist and President Donald Trump ally was shot. Several of them were immediately on the phone with his team, frantically checking on his condition. Newsom calls the shooting disgusting, vile, and reprehensible. To be fair, you know, like, I'll say this, like, Newsom never actually did the Maxine Waters. Like Newsom actually doesn't do stochastic terrorism. Like, credit is where credit is due, right? I'm not going to put them all in the same pot. He's a bad governor, awful person, fucked up during COVID, but, like, he never did, like, the whole, if you see them, form a crowd, go after them, right? Here's what we're hearing from notable figures from the GOP. Eric Trump said Charlie Kirk is a great friend. Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Department of Homeland Security, said Byron and I are lifting up Charlie, Erica, and their family in our prayers right now. Pete Hegseth, an incredible Christian American and human being, may the healing hand of Jesus Christ be upon him. The Secretary of Department of Defense. Wait, hold on. Is it still the Department of Defense? I thought it's the Department of War. No, seriously, like, they changed the name. Did you not know that? Yeah, like Pete Hegseth is not the Secretary of the Department of Defense anymore. He is the Secretary of the Department of War. Look it up. Which, again, it's kind of interesting because, like, it would have it would have flown really differently, right? An incredible Christian, American, and human being. May the healing hand of Jesus Christ be upon him, says the Secretary of the Department of War. Right? Like, it sounds... Yeah, sorry, I'm Eastern European. Like, usually when bad things happen, like, we try to laugh. Yeah, he is the Secretary of War, Department of War, look. Right, so he's got 1.1 million views. Pete Hegseth, right? Christian American husband, father. Author, veteran, Secretary of War. Right, Secretary of War, Department of War. Right, CNN. That's not good journalism. It was called the Department of War until the 20th century. Yes. Like, during the Cold War and the hippie era, America tried to rebrand itself. And so, like everyone was trying to rebrand, right? So, like the Soviets were the ideology of pacifism and compassion. And so America also changed a lot of things. And it's like, it's not the Department of War, it's the Secretary of Defense, right? So, now it's back to the Department of War. We'll keep saying this. This will be used to crack down on anti-Israel sentiment. I mean, it depends, but like, was Charlie Kirk anti-Israel? Like, I find that hard to believe. I need to check. Like, what was Charlie Kirk's views on Jewish people and Palestine? Because I think like he was pro-Israel, right? Because like most people that are popular happen to be for some reason. No new info yet. It's getting confirmed dead? Alright, well let me check. No, it's not. God damn it, stop it with the gaslighting. I generally don't want him to die. Charlie Kirk and his political organization, Turning Point USA, were key to President Donald Trump's victory. Trump has credited Kirk with galvanizing and mobilizing young people to vote. Kirk cultivated ties with the president and his family during Trump's first term in office, and most recently appeared in the Oval Office in May, attending the swearing-in ceremony of Judge Janie Pyro. I won the young people by 37%, no Republican ever won, and I won by 37%. Charlie Kirk will tell you TikTok helped, but Charlie Kirk helped also. He mentioned he just happened to be there. Look at him, he loves that. We mentioned the name, right? Charlie at a rally or the eve of inauguration. I want to thank Charlie. Charlie is fantastic. Alright, so this is what Trump said 1 minute ago. Also, this is the... Oh my fucking god. No fucking way. No way. Oh god. CNN, holy shit. Chat, what title do you think, like, okay, imagine this. You're at CNN, you're a journalist, you just had the tragedy, you don't even know, I can't even say, like, the bodies aren't even cold yet, because we don't even know if the man is dead or not. And you're a journalist, and your job is to write a left-leaning title, okay? You're at CNN, what do you do, right? Now let me tell you, the people working at CNN are far better than you. They deserve their job. You cannot write a title more left-wing and more inflammatory than they're going to do right now. Okay? Listen to this. Listen to this. This is the 46th shooting at a school this year. Yes, he got shot in a school shooting, according to CNN. Conservative activist Charlie Kirk was shooting at an event at Utah Valley University, marking the 46th shooting in the United States. To be fair though, right, like, you have like, what, 350 million people? Like, 46 out of 350 million, that's a good stat, but, dude, CNN, what the fuck? Right? Like, they can't help themselves, chat. They literally cannot help themselves. Well, it's kind of like the other title. Like, no, CNN, I gotta say, like, they also had another title which reached Shakespearean levels. Let me see if I can find it. It was about Irina, right? Like the lady from Ukraine, which also passed away. And CNN said, let me see if I can find it. How the lives of a Ukrainian refugee and a Charlotte man with a criminal history converged. Isn't this like the most Shakespearean title, right? Like how the lives of a Ukrainian refugee and a Charlotte man with a criminal history converged. Like, seriously, this is kind of like... the presentation of an erotica book for women. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, CNN? What the fuck is wrong with you? How the lives of a Ukrainian refugee and Charlotte man with a criminal history converged. Again, like, obviously, right? No, seriously, it's almost like they were some moon-kissed lovers that just had to walk on the beach, and how their lives converged as destiny brought them together. Not that destiny, the one that has apparently videos of 17-year-old lasses, though. But like, look, if it was in reverse, everyone would have said, racism. Oh, this is so racist. Oh, and then they would go after the politicians, right? Like, who instigated the racism? Who created it? They would start going to J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance, do you disavow? But J.D. Vance, you know what happened? Do you disavow, J.D. Vance? You disavow. That's what they would have done, right? But when it happens differently, it's the lives of these two young people, how it converged on that fateful day in the subway. It's just fucking disgusting, man. It does sound like a Japanese light novel title, yes. Yes, like I'm trying not to see it, but unfortunately, no matter how I look at it, it literally sounds like that. It sounds poetic. Levels of Shakespeare. The shooting is brutal to watch. Yeah, all shootings are brutal to watch. Honestly, okay, like if I'm wrong, but I think it's going to make it. I think it's going to make, because if like there's two possibilities. Either he already died and they're not announcing it, but like if they kept him alive till now, I think they could keep him alive a little bit more. If he's actually shot in the neck, in the artery, and they don't do anything, within 2 minutes he's gone. Like actually this happened with Irina. This happened with the Ukrainian girl. Like there's also a video footage of her, and she dies within like a couple of seconds actually. Like she's in shock, she looks scared, and then she passes away. Literally, that's it, right? Like that's what happened. So like if Charlie Kirk was actually taken to a hospital and they managed to stabilize him, and now he is in the hospital, there's two possibilities. Number one, he's going to be fine, because they missed everything, so they only have to extract the bullet. Number two, they actually hit his spinal cord, and that's really bad. If they hit his spinal cord, then he may actually end up paralyzed. If only she wouldn't have got... No. Like, my favorite take regarding Irina, this is like something that reminds me of Europe back in 2016. Like, back then you had the terrorist attack per week, and they would say, the main problem is with the people that keep talking about it, because, like, think of the innocent Muslims, right? Like, that's what they would say. And so, like, what happened here is that the media was blaming the cameras. It's like right-wingers are blaming the crime, and they're using crime in order to increase their numbers ever since the cameras were mounted. Fucking wild, dude. Turning Point USA confirmed shooting. Says Kirk is in the hospital. This is an ongoing situation. We can confirm that Charlie Kirk had been shot. He is in the hospital, and we are praying for him at this time. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, I think he may make it, chat. Just so you know, like, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not 100% sure. There's also a chance he wouldn't, but, like, if I was a betting man, I would say he makes it. I do hope he's okay, yes. Yes, we did talk about Charlie Kirk getting shot backs. Ever since evidence of crime was been made public, people started behaving oddly, says the mainstream media. It is kind of fucked up, isn't it? Yeah, the shooter was a boomer, right? Like, it looked like a leftist boomer that did it. And he just said that he has the right to remain silent. He hit the ground. And that was that. Probably anti-Israel lefty. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this is like one of the most controversial event right now, right? Like the Israel-Palestine, like more controversial, because like the thing with the American culture, like you have the issues affected by political correctness. And so it used to be feminism, right? Like anything bad against women being said would get you zooked. And that went away. Like now we can say whatever the fuck we want. Then it went to racism. Then it went to trans people and LGBT issues. And I think like there was a point when it was about Muslims. And now it's Israel and Palestine. I'm already getting messages about you happy now. I hate that people think I'm a piece of shit because of who I am, happen to be. Some people call me and tell me not to go out tonight. You should respond to them like, dude, I voted for Trump. Literally, that's what I would respond. I would say, when they ask you like, dude, are you happy now? I would say, dude, I campaigned and I voted for Donald Trump. How can I be happy? Seriously, like, pick up the phone and respond with that. I said this and I maintain what I said, and I got the subscriber that agreed with me. The problem with these identity politics movements is that they don't work. And I can't think of a single one that did work. So what I mean by this, feminism made it worse for women. Like, women's happiness went down since feminism. And there's like a lot of points and reasons for that, right? But like, feminism was an identity politics movement for women. It made it worse for women. Anti-racist movement, Black Lives Matter, made it worse for black people. Like, entire neighborhoods destroyed, businesses ruined, unemployment, crime up. Black people that live there live a worse life now. And the people that operated BLM and the people that operated feminism, they got rich, they grifted. Like, they made a lot of money, right? They got reputation and prestige. And the people that they represented suffered. LGBT movement. The trans movement made it worse for trans people. Like, SRC Baker is trans, right? And I know a lot of trans people that either voted Republican or they literally like don't care if you misgender. They don't care, whatever, you know. It's like they personally want to transition. Like, they personally want to go out and dress like women and take the pills. And that's what they want to do, right? And they want to hang around with their trans friends and shit. And now they're getting hate. And why are they getting hate? Because they weren't getting hate 2 years ago. They're getting hate because the trans activists have kicked people's shit in. And so, like, yeah, like, feminism was bad for women. Black Lives Matter did actually worse for black peoples and black relations. LGBT movement actually did worse for LGBT people and trans people. I dread to think what the next movement is. Hopefully it's not protect the kids. Please don't let it be protect the kids. Anyway. Could you check out the comic George Alexopoulos posted on Twitter about the girl? I saw. Like, I gotta say, like, artists did a lot of work on that, and they created some really powerful pieces. It's a really nasty event. I don't really like to think about it. Like, there's so much horror involving in it. The fact that it happened for no reason. The fact that it can happen to anyone, right? Like, any person can walk into a subway, and now when you sit down, you gotta wonder, is there like a maniac behind me? Anyway, we got an update. It felt like so much blood came out of his neck immediately. 2 people described the moment that Kirk was shot. Emma Pitts says that Teddy described the atmosphere at the event before the shooting to be really happy and exciting. Students present were excited to be around other conservatives. Kirk was talking about how there's a problem with gang violence. A kid came up and asked a question about how many transgender shooters were there, and as he gave the comment, he was shot. Yeah, so it's possible that this isn't even about the trans shooting, right? Because so this isn't about like the question. Because like if you have a shooter, like, he actually has to aim and pull the gun, right? So like I don't think like he had the gun like waiting for him to say something about it. But that's probably not going to make SRC Baker's life any better. No, he wasn't hit in the heart. There is a close-up video and you can literally see the gunshot, and it's in the neck. So no, because I thought like the way that he got hit first, was in the chest as well, based on the way the impact felt. No, he wasn't stabilized and he did not die. Like I'm actually watching the live footage now, and there's no information. Like the only thing that we know is that he is in the hospital, and that's it. My goal wasn't to get you bad, says Lexiad. It's fine. It's just like another day in the life. I understand. Here's the thing: like most subscribers do not know the terms of service of YouTube. In fact, most content creators do not know either. It's a compendium of them, and so yeah, like any type of joke, any type of metaphor, any type of innocent post that you think is fine is probably not. No, he's not dead, chat. I'm look. If you claim something like that, please post the article. Okay, like please post the official source. Like I'm seeing that CNN is tracking it, so CNN does lie, of course, but they do want headlines. And if something like that happened, they would post it. It would be front page news. Apparently, Democratic governors are condemning, right? So political violence has no place in our country, says Ben Shapiro. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro also condemned the attack. Gavin Newsom condemned it. United States of America, we must reject political violence. Yeah. I never understand like this American tradition of condemning or disavowing, because like the implication is that you're supporting it, right? But then you go out and you're condemning. It's like yeah, sure, like I believe that everyone condemns it. Like I assume, right? Unless you say otherwise, that yes, like by default everyone condemns it. Yeah, of course the libs brought gun control and school shootings, right? Zlixian does post very spicy stuff in the chat. I know. It is what it is. I'm constantly refreshing the page to see if there's anything new, but there isn't. The only thing that I'm seeing is like SRC Baker telling me not to watch it because it made him very upset and sending me. I never understand like this thing. Like you send a video to someone and you say, "Wow, this is so fucking disturbing. Like, please don't watch it." Then why are you sending me the video? Reddit doesn't condemn it. Yeah, well, as I said, right? Like, if you keep your mouth shut, I assume you're condemning it. I assume you're against it. If you open your mouth, I'm changing my opinion, right? Based on what you're saying. Like, I'm updating my, my intelligence. CNN would be very happy to report that he's dead. I don't think CNN would care. Like, journalists, like, the ones that I met, and I met a couple of journalists from Vice, they don't really care that much. I mean, they care in the beginning when they're new hires, but after a while, they stop giving a shit. They still have, like, their political take, and they're constantly wondering, like, how can I spin this to promote it to my base and my readership? But all in all, like, believe it or not, they generally don't care. You're an adult, V. I'm leaving the decision to watch up to you. I'm just giving you my take. I see what you're doing. But like, if you're leaving the decision to watch, then don't tell me it's like don't watch. You know, because like it's kind of like giving me a red button and telling me not to press it. Now I have to press it. Does the ADL condemn it? See, now that's interesting. Now I want to hear the ADL disavowing. Now, you're absolutely right. I want to hear the ADL disavowing. CNN wants clicks and likes. They care. Trust me, they care. Yeah, I think they care as well. We got a new update from CNN. They're saying there has been other recent instances of political violence. Okay, so basically, look, leftists have suffered as well. A Minnesota state lawmaker and her husband were found assassinated. Okay. Also in June, a man carried out a firebomb attack in Colorado. on demonstrating showing support for Israel. A man was arrested in April in connection with arson. Highest profile incident, President Donald Trump was the subject of... see, there were other assassinations of Trump. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like right-wingers though. Like right-wingers are saying that things are becoming really bad, and you're like, well, hold on a little bit. Now, you guys don't know that there have been other cases where things have become really bad. And right-wingers are like, yes, like this is exactly what we've been saying. Charlie Kirk traveled with private security, and university and local police were also assisting. Alright, I'm going to have to make a video about this on my main channel, so, you guys excuse me, but, let's hope for the best. I definitely think he, I definitely wish that he makes it, because, I don't think anyone deserves some shit like this. It's just horrible. And we'll see what happens, right? What's Destiny's take? Oh, I don't know, but I think, like, whatever Destiny's take is going to be, we're going to know what Short Fat Otaku's take is going to be like, right? Because, like, what Destiny says is probably what Short Fat Otaku will say, so... Anyway, take it easy.